Hey guys, it's Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center. Dispatcher one-on-one training for beginners, freight broker one-on-one training for beginners. The previous video that I gave about the misconceptions of dispatchers, there were three. The first of which I spoke of was you have to have dispatchers needing authority, and that's not the case. This video, we're going to talk about the second misconception, is it difficult to do, right? Is dispatching difficult to do? And in a previous video, one of my videos or the video that I was on the podcast with Truck and Hustle and Mr. Watley, Ramel Watley, I said dispatching is easy. What I meant by that is if you understand your equipment type, how to run that equipment type, when I say equipment type, I'm talking about the dry van, flatbed, or reefer, or any other equipment type, specialty equipment type. Once you start dispatching and you understand the areas of the country where inbound and outbound freight is real high, there's a high frequency of that for that specific equipment type. Like, for example, a dry van, flatbed, or reefer, 53-foot, they're very high. Freight can run very inbound and outbound in the Midwest area of the country, the Midwest zone, as we call them, Midwest, Southeast, and the state of Texas over in the Southwest. So once you start understanding the areas of where to send your carrier as a dispatcher into and out of, and you establish those relationships with those brokers consistently, and your carrier does their job, picking up on time, OTP and OTD, on time pickup, on time delivery, then of course, the process is going to be a little bit more automated and a little bit more easier. So that's what I meant when I said that dispatching can be easy. But starting out, you have to build up to that point. You have to get a good carrier who's going to run, right? Some carriers want to be home every night. Some carriers run over the road. If you get a carrier that says, I want to go anywhere, and I average between, 2,500 to 3,000 miles a week, then yes, you keep them running. You run them out a week and a half, and then you make their way back the other week and a half for 3 weeks. And then the other week, they're home resting. Things like that. So these are different strategies that we talk about and we implement in our trainings to kind of get you guys acclimated on how to dispatch, understanding what areas of the country has the high volume of inbound and outbound freight for that specific equipment type. So is it difficult to do? It won't be difficult to do once you get to that point where you understand those concepts. Until then yes, it will be a challenge for you, okay? So that's misconception number 2. Is it difficult to do? No, it is not. If you implement the different strategies that we show you in our trainings, and they're the kind of common sense, you keep them running in areas. Why would you send your carrier to an area that you can't get them out of, right? They're losing money, and you may lose them as a carrier. They may not want you as a dispatcher. So keep that in mind. So that's misconception number 2. Is it difficult to do? If you implement the strategies, it won't be. Okay? Thank you for your time.